Are you someone who struggles with money, maybe the money mindset, or building more wealth and abundance? Well, today I'm going to share 5 money lessons and money mindset lessons I learned from Grant Cardone. Welcome back to the Self-Esteem and Confidence Mindset podcast. These are Wealth Wednesdays where I talk about someone I've learned from or a book I've read around wealth and money mindset, as I always work on mine. And to teach is to learn, as I always say. And just little bits that I've applied into my life that have really helped me. I'm not a billionaire yet, but it's always useful to learn on these and reflect. And I never claim I'm something I'm not, but I like to share what I've learned and what I've applied. And because I think a lot of us struggle with money. I know a lot of people do. I know I have. And what I've learned from people really successful with it, and I've made it a mission to learn from these people, is the way they approach it and the way they handle life is different from people who struggle with it, of course. So I want to go through 5 things. Now, Grant Cardone, if you're not familiar with this man, is a multi-millionaire. Now, he's got a billionaire in sort of like property, billions in properties and things like that. And the man came from sort of a struggling background. He tells a story that he unfortunately lost his dad when he was young. No, he lost another family member or 2 as well. But his mum was struggling, paying the bills and really saving the money. And then he got caught into this life of drug and alcohol addictions. And he quit it at like 25 and worked really hard for his wealth. And now he's like a multi-millionaire and billions in like properties. And he teaches people around marketing and sales, but also around wealth. And there's some things I've learned from this man. Now, there's certain things in that I wouldn't follow so much that he does, but most of the stuff I think is brilliant on how he's created wealth. And again, it's about who resonates with you. Like, I might not even resonate with you as a podcast. Now, if you're listening this far in the episode, you probably do. But yeah, this man is, again, what's right for you in general and things. But from this man, I've learned a lot of things. And I want to share these 5 lessons with you because I felt they've been really valuable to me. Okay, number 1 is a quote he said. I love this. Time is not my friend. How many times do you say time is your friend? Now, I get the phrase in the respect that, things take a while to build. But he means it in the sense of people work on things little now and then, and kind of like wait for things to happen. What he's on about is you need to act quickly towards what you want. Now, he kind of sometimes puts it, if I'm honest, in a little bit of like, you exhaust yourself to death. Like, or it might come across that way, but I realize that's not what he means, but he means about taking fast action and things that energize you. And that's how I perceived it. But he also talks about making decisions fast. And I want to call this one out because this is what I've learned and where I've done well and not done so well in life. When I've done well is when I've made decisions fast. When I've made decisions slowly, that's when I've not done well. Now, there's debates to this personally. But I've seen this in like even clients I've been working with recently. Like, the best results I've seen from clients when I've helped them, for example, start a podcast, because I do some podcast coaching, is when they're like, right, I want to do this. Let's do this. I'm going to launch by this date. Those do really well. The ones who don't are like, yeah, I'm thinking about doing a podcast maybe in the next year or 2. Maybe next year, maybe 6 months. Do you know what happens? They never do it. I've seen this in sales. People are like, I'm going for it. Successful. Those, I'm thinking about it. I'm looking for more information. Almost never successful. And you see this in like billionaires. If you learn from them, move very quickly. They don't necessarily even have a better intelligence than someone who's, making average money. They just move very quickly, so they learn very quickly. Now, of course, take calculated risks and all those kind of things into your head. Don't just jump into stupid things. But if you kind of weighed it and it feels good, but there's always going to be pros and cons, right? But like billionaires act very, very, very quickly, and they learn very quickly, and they get results quicker as a result. So if you're someone who's thinking about things all the time, you're setting yourself up to lose at life, because you're just going to be in your head and you're not taking any action. Like I recently like started applying this to business. I'm just like reaching out to people and messaging them, and I'm like, and I'm updating my offers, but I'm just putting my offers out there and I'm refining them. It's time. Do you know what most people do? Like, I'm gonna like plan my program and then launch it at some point next year. That's like setting yourself up to lose. Like, I put out offers and then people talk to me, and then I like sometimes sell the offer and then develop it as I'm like working with them. That's what I've seen with successful entrepreneurs. So if you're like not if you're thinking about things too much and you're on your head, you're not taking fast action, you're setting yourself up to lose in my view. And this is what I've learned from people who make a lot of money. They act very quickly. The next one, how you buy is how you sell. Classic. If you're someone who's like, I got to think about it, and then you're out there selling stuff to people, and then you're getting a lot of, I need to think about it. What a surprise. It's because the energy you put in is how it's going to go. If you're like if you're very reckless with things in life, you're going to get that back. You're going to get chaos, right? And I've recognized this outside of money in dating relationships. When I've been like chaotic inside, even if I try to cover it up, I attracted like non-availability or emotionally unavailable women or whatever. What you're doing, what's going on inside of you and how you're acting is mirrored outside. So start paying attention to how you're buying, how much gratitude you put into life. The more gratitude you put into life, the more it's going to come back as well. Number 3, marketing is a number one focus. This man taught me. Marketing is essential. He's like, marketing is senior to sales, because if you've got so many people coming to your door, you can be bad at selling. So whether it's in a career, whether it's in business, work on your marketing, your messaging, because the better you can come at that, the more customers you're going to have and opportunities to your door. Number 4, write down your goals daily. Like, how many of us write down what we want at the start of the year and then we forget about it? Many people, right? That's why we quit our New Year's resolution. What was my New Year's resolution again? I don't believe in New Year's resolution. I think it's a load of crap. I think it's about, that's just my personal view. I think it's about, you know what you want in life, and it doesn't matter what day of the year it is. And then you're setting yourself weekly and daily things. That's what I do, build momentum. So write down your goals daily, so you got them in front of you. And then number 5, this is a favorite of mine: quantity over quality. And what does that mean? Now, it doesn't mean just if you've got like a real key report for like high stakeholders in your job or in business deal or whatever, that you should be like just intentionally making spelling errors. No, that's not what I'm saying. But like, how much crap do we talk about being a perfectionist? There's no such thing as a perfectionist. What is this? It pisses me off, because people talk about it, they never do anything. It's like perfectionism is like fear of getting judged, and therefore, this is what I learned from one of my mentors, and it's very true for me. And therefore, it's like, if I'm judged, I'm going to not be good enough. That's what it is. But when I put multiple things out there, I can test it really quickly, what's working, what's not. So the more things you do, the more reps you put in, the more you're going to learn quicker. So don't worry about things being perfect, because by the way, they're never going to be. But growing. Like the other day, I had this meeting with someone, and I knew this guy was going to give me like feedback that there needed to be improvements, right? So I did my best, but I didn't worry about it too much, because I knew he was going to tear it apart. And I'm okay with that. And actually the comment was, this first draft is rubbish. I was like, yes, but do you know what? That allows me to move forward. Like, I was like, there's parts of it I think are good. And this is a good guy, by the way. I really respect this individual as well. He's awesome. But I love being told straight. I love people saying that kind of thing to me. Now, if they ever said it disrespectfully, which he wasn't, like I would, have that conversation back. But like, we move forward significantly by his feedback and by me doing my best on what I could see. Like, but how many of us go, oh, I need to be perfect, else I'm going to get like judgment. Like, people always get, you're never going to please everyone. So if you look at Grant Cardone, he went out and tested so many things and did it really quickly and learned very quickly as a result. And it comes back to the point on being quick, but quantity over quality. Obviously, don't make it complete rubbish, but like, know that there's no such thing as perfectionism. You're just developing all the time. So those are the 5 things I learned from Grant Cardone on wealth, on how he's accumulated it. And when I've started applying them, I've had more deals. I've had better pay in my job, all these kind of things. It's action over overthinking, right? So number 1, time is not your friend, right? Speed is key. Number 2, how you buy is how people are going to sell, is how you're going to sell, right? That energy is coming through. Marketing should be a number 1 focus. Number 4, write your goals down daily. And number 5, quantity over quality. So that's what I got for you today. I appreciate you for being here. And remember to lead with your heart, not with fear.